Rowing the boat. Rowing the boat. You guys, I've got great fucking news. So I'm going to give everybody a minute or two to hop on here. This is my celebration dance. Seriously, I'm pretty excited. This is the opposite of being angry on the other video. I see 3 of you here. Happy birthday, Beanie Girl, by the way. This couldn't have happened on a better day. It's like this happened specifically for you for your birthday today. Oh. First of all, let's talk about a mistake that was made. When we reported on the 60-day reprieve, the grant that the judge had given those 2 shithole dogs that attacked Jayden Henderson, that was a misunderstanding. Oh, just wait. You're going to be happy too. This is a good one. I'm really happy. You know, usually the topics are all really sad and I kind of have to like come up with comedy where I can. But this is great. Yay. And I love fish. I love seeing you here. Happy birthday to Beanie. Like I said, nothing could be better than a happy birthday day than this fucking info right here. I have an anonymous emailer that was bullied and harassed so much throughout her dog-hating crusade that she went dark. And shortly after making my channel, she started emailing me and put a lot of trust in me to keep her anonymous, okay? I love having you here. And I'm so appreciative to her. And to be honest, as for keeping up to date on all of these things, she's the gal. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't know half the links I do. She keeps me up to date. She corrected me on my mistake. That 60-day grant, we thought that, yeah, my phone's blowing up now because I started messaging people. That 60-day grant, reprieve, we thought that they gave those dogs that killed Jayden Henderson. That was a typo. Someone had dated that article and put it up after the court date. That was actually pre-court date. So that's not true, number one. Hey, nobody's perfect, but it was dated after the court date. So I thought, right? No, they killed those motherfuckers. Oh, they're dead. Ha, 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 ha. And as my anonymous emailer said, and let me quote her, ding dong, the bitches are dead. And hey, Isabel, the dogs are dead. She sent a bunch of little cartwheely dudes and shit. She's all excited. They just updated on the previous story. And here it is. And we're going to pull it up on the email. Happy birthday, Beanie. What better of a birthday present than to hear something like that? Yes, Jayden's still gone, but the fucking dogs are dead. So let's read the fucking article. Yes. I looked down at my emails, was like, oh, and like jumped up. Gotta go, I gotta go read this. September 10th. It was updated September 13th, 2021. So this is some real shit. Really took place. Okay? Here it is. Garner, North Carolina. A pair of dogs responsible for the death of a Garner child were euthanized Monday. A representative of the child's family told WRAL News. Just gotta feel this shit for a minute. Constantly protecting these things and all this shit goes down. And after being pissed off and, like I said, misunderstanding of the 60 days, not true. And she also corrected me on that. This anonymous emailer is a dog-hating angel sent from heaven. And I love her. And you know who you are. I appreciate you, damn it. On Friday, Wake County Superior Court Judge Vince Rozier handed the decision on the fate of the dogs back to the town leaders, saying there is a common sense solution. Minutes later, Garner Chief of Police Joe Benz told WRAL News the animals would be euthanized. All right. The dog, shithead, age 3, and stupid asshole, age 8, have been in quarantine since the attack that had killed 7-year-old Jayden Henderson and injured her mother, Heather Travaskis. The mother and daughter were visiting the dogs while their neighbors Joseph and Amanda White were on vacation. Yay! After the attack, the town of Garner deemed the dogs dangerous and denied the owners a dangerous dog permit that would have allowed them to keep the animals. Yes! Finally, some common sense up in this bitch. Joseph White argued in a 53-minute YouTube video, and I'm going to put this in the description. They actually have a link to the video that we were talking about on IHD yesterday. And his attorneys argued in a Friday's hearing that the town no longer had jurisdiction over the dogs. The Whites had moved from Garner after the attack, and that the town leaders did not follow their own dangerous dog ordinance in keeping the dogs in quarantine. They did everything they were supposed to do, the White's attorney, John Kirby, said. The town had no right to deny the permit. Yeah, You're his lawyer. You get paid. Shut up, bitch. We won. The dogs are dead. Jayden lost her life. The Garner ordinance requires that owners of dogs deemed dangerous keep them in a secure enclosure, pay a $500 dangerous dog permit fee, and make sure the dogs are always under control of a responsible adult. Paul Gessner, representing the town of Garner, said the town has not been unreasonable and has acted appropriately under the law. The town followed the legal guidelines in the ordinance. Rozier, however, said the case was about one thing: Jayden Henderson. This has gone farther than it should have, he said. To the parents, I'm sorry you have to endure this. And after the hearing, those parents expressed gratitude for the decision. It was about Jayden, and I'm so thankful he brought her name up so that Jayden can be remembered, Travascus said. If you remember, Joseph White wouldn't even say Jayden's name. He kept calling her that girl over and over again. Her husband, Jayden's father, called the ruling the first step in a lot of relief. Supporters of Jayden's family have launched 2 online petitions to allow the dogs who killed her to be euthanized and to change North Carolina's dangerous dog laws. We know about those petitions, don't we, guys? Joseph White declined an opportunity to speak to WRAL News. He has criticized WRAL's coverage of the attack and the aftermath because Heather was a WRAL employee. What? The dogs that killed Jayden Henderson just got euthanized. What? Feeling good. Fuck those dogs. Sorry, I gotta celebrate. I'm really happy. Yes, rest in peace to Jayden Henderson. Those dogs are in fucking hell where they belong. What better birthday gift can you get? Hi, Yusuf. So happy to see you. They put the 2 dogs down that killed the little girl. Never thought it was going to happen. But it did. So happy. So, like I said, anonymous emailer that's always keeping me up to date, correcting me on my mistakes because I'm not perfect, and helping me with all this information. Hats off to you. I appreciate you so much. She stays on the fucking pulse, man. Like, she's there. Right here. This is the pulse. She's right here. This is her. This is that's my heart. Right, left. I don't know. I went to public school. Yay. Wait a minute. Moment of silence for Jayden. I agree. That's all. Just really glad these fuckers are dead. That whole thing fucked with me. I just didn't know if it was going to happen or not. And I figured, even after they said it, I just kind of seen them changing their minds and being like, let's let them live. No. I know there were a lot of mixed emotions, and a lot of people had opinions about the parents and the way that they dealt with the situation, the fact that the child was there around the dogs in the beginning, and the way that they tried to talk to Joseph from the get. But what's really important here is that the child-killing dogs are dead. Can't bring Jayden back, but the dogs are fucking dead. So, everyone, let's read some comments here. Let's see what I've missed. Oliver, like I just said, we are celebrating the death of the dogs, Asshole, age 3, and Shitface, age 8. Because we all know I try to avoid saying their names. Fantastic news. As I said, it's Beanie Girl's birthday. So excited about that. So happy to know her and call her my family. So appreciative. And Isabel, so good to see you. Dead dog's the best kind, Asher. Fucking A. I'm stoked about this. In this community, with the kind of information we go over, we don't always get a lot of great news. It's constantly shit news and feeling bad and seeing terrible pictures and information and watching people treat dogs better than they do humans. And it gets frustrating. It takes a toll on us. And I can't tell you how many emails and messages I get a day from you guys saying that you're just so hurt and that, you know, you have PTSD and anxiety. Stay strong. It's important. Don't let it bring you down. We got to stay tough, and we got to hope that there's something in the future. And these small moments of victory, that's what it's all about. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Just get my dance on again. Isabel's right. We're almost to 300, which is awesome. After we hit 300 and go past, I'm going to find another moderator or two. DW had asked about being a moderator. I'm all about that. Would love to have him here. We just got to have a couple more people, okay, on the channel. Yes, fantastic news. Oliver, I'm glad you're home. Dead dog's the best kind. Yep, dogs that killed Jayden are dead. Let's see. Dogs are where they belong. The moment of silence. So happy to see you guys. Hey, EL. I know, right? Like, you know, and I try to keep things like fun, you know, and I try to be cool. And you guys hear me. I'm always calling everybody dorks. And I showed you guys that whale penis the other day. You know, I try to keep things light. But, you know, when we're discussing stuff like this, that gets rather difficult. And since we're all here, I guess I will cover another story or two as I am being overwhelmed with topics and emails again. But like I said, Beanie's birthday, the dogs that killed Jayden Henderson are dead. It's not going to bring her back. But they're not going to kill any more children. And Joseph White admitted it himself. He can't be everywhere at once. He can't always be watching the dogs. So fuck those things. Be rid of them. So let's get rid of this. And let's pull up this guy down here. And let's see. I had, Ranty McDogHate made a new video, guys. I've seen some of your comments there. If you aren't subscribed to Ranty McDogHate, make sure and check him out. This new video was one of my favorites. He was cracking me up today. I needed a video from him. I was definitely getting to where I'm like, I'm overwhelmed. And bam, here he comes with a great video. I am off of work today, sitting around impatiently waiting on my cell phone because I have to sign for it. That sucks ass. So if we hear the doorbell and I run away like a little French girl, that's why. I gotta go get my phone. You know, God, I love Ranty. Isn't he the best? When he was like, don't act like the victim, bitch. I was like, I fucking lost it. I love him so much. Let's see. I had something here. Yes, and this is more on the lighthearted and also stupid end. So we'll keep this live stream, you know, celebratory, also fun, and we'll make fun of some motherfuckers. This was from yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. One of those days. And this stupid bitch, and look, I'll speak up for all landlords, and I've pointed it out before. The people that really understand how dangerous dogs are, emergency room nurses and surgeons, lawyers, and landlords. They have to deal with this shit all the time. So this article made me feel like Ranty. You know, I even had like his accent in my head. I love trying to mimic his accent. I probably wreck it, but I enjoy myself. Pet owner brilliantly disguises dog for landlord home visits. So this stupid bitch, I sound like Ranty, this fucking bitch is disguising the dog to cover up for the fact that she ain't supposed to have a dog in the first place. Like, for real. A woman came up with a genius way to disguise her pet dog after claiming her landlord was dropping around unexpectedly. Well, yeah, he owns the house, and you're probably not supposed to have a dog. We all have that moment of panic, do we? As we survey piles of washing up and ominous stains on the floor after being informed of an impromptu visit. It's one of the downsides of renting, along with some places not allowing our... No, this is the listen to these entitled, selfish pieces of shit. This is the downside of being a renter and dealing with people like you that have panic because you have ominous stains on the floor and you have a fucking dog when you shouldn't be. These kind of stupid these fucking people. Or homes not allowing our four-legged friends. You just answered your own question, you fucking psychopath. You just said you're destroying their rental property. You know, so yeah, you're nervous. Ugh. So one pet owner got creative when trying to disguise her pet, Mocha, a female Pomeranian. The woman from Melbourne, Australia, shared a clip of her TikTok page. There you go, Randy. More TikTok bullshit. They aptly called Mocha Pom. on Wednesday. Of course she did. She simply captioned it, "Imposter Palm," as she pans a tidy bedroom filled with snaps of Mocha, while the on-screen caption says, "The landlord is coming over for an inspection and we aren't allowed pets." What'd I just say? Stupid fucking bitch. This kind of stuff infuriates me too. They don't care. You're paying this person. That person owns this house. If you're so well off, go buy your own fucking house and stink it up with your dogs. But they'll go rent and then they'll lie and put the fucking pets in the house. The bed features a similar shaped pillow to the pup. While there's a framed photo on the bed beside tables of her bed, it pales in comparison to the giant framed artwork of the photogenic dog hanging on the wall, meaning the real Mocha is well camouflaged. You got money to be having big-ass portraits painted of your fucking dog? Go buy a house. Go get a trailer and live there with your fucking dog. And I'm not talking shit. I've lived in plenty of trailers. I'm saying, like, this dirty fucking bitch, as she films the inviting bedroom, she turns the camera to what looks like an oddly shaped plant in the corner, which on closer inspection is revealed to be Mocha herself. The cute pup has been popped into what appears to be a beige vase, rocking a string of daisies around her head, with her black and tan fur perfectly matching the receptacle. You guys think this is cute? They think it's fucking funny. And the clip has already amassed more than 1 million views. Hopefully her landlord sees it. But it's not nearly as popular as some on the page, with one of Mocha's videos racking up more than 18 million clicks. You can see the clip here. No, thank you. The adorable pup is something of a celebrity among dogs in Australia. Celebrity? You're not even supposed to own the thing. Featuring on TikTok's official ad campaign and even on the local news, and it's not hard to see why. The mutt sporting perfectly coiffed fur with literal puppy dog eyes, which are clearly melting the hearts of millions, making me gag. Chatting more about their beloved pets on Instagram stories, the owner revealed, "Sleeping Beauty. Fun fact, Mocha's registered name is Sleeping Beauty." You have a registered dog in a house that you're not supposed to own a dog. What are you going to do when the landlord notices and kicks you out? Someone should turn this bitch into her landlord. I was told by a breeder that she was the quiet one of the litter and loved to sleep. When she finally arrived home to me, I saw this for myself. She always wants to be close by, ends up falling asleep at my feet. The stupidest fucking thing I ever seen. If she thinks the landlord's not going to notice this, it's literally just a dog in a big vase with a fucking flower hat on its head. It's a dog. My God, he's going to think you're fucking insane, lady. Gross. Seems cleverly hiding from the landlords, or when it's time to go to the vet comes easily to Mocha, alongside a nap of the snuggled pooch. Anyone else's dog likes to hide going to sleep? Here she had her dog's face dug in the pillow just before I took a picture. Other times she likes to hide in corners or even place her head on the legs of chairs, which looks comfortable. Current and aspiring dog owners have been drooling over the cuteness through the screen. Gross, stupid. Stupid. You could tell this is a fucking dog. Are these people that delusional? I can't see anything. I can only see a plant. What are you guys talking about? Shut the fuck up. You people are deranged. Deranged as fuck. These people are sick in their fucking heads. Sick in your head. Did everybody let Puma know what was going on? She's screwing the dog. I've been saying that all day, Aaron. You guys, heads up for all of you that just got here. The dogs that killed Jayden Henderson are dead. They euthanized them today. Fuck yeah. That's just for anybody that didn't see that. I don't know how many people have jumped in since I've been gone. But yes, the part that sucks, but they won't hurt another human ever. They are gone. Good old Ranty in his video today. Like I said, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Fuck TikTok, Aaron. And Ranty just made a great video about dogs on TikTok, and it's fucking hilarious. I love that guy. If anybody wants to put the link up in the live chat, you can. I'll put it in the description. Let's see. Aaron, you cracked me up. Of course she's screwing the stupid dog. Hi, Wild Puma. Like I said, so good to see you here. The dogs that killed Jayden Henderson are dead, and people are fucking insane. Flat out. That's what we know. What fucking dog? Oh, man. We're also celebrating Beanie's birthday, and for anybody who doesn't know, she was my first mod, my Taco Supreme. She was my 80th subscriber. And all that time ago, she said, hey, man, I'm your OG 80. And I'm going to be here when you blow up. Don't forget about me. And I was like, forget about you. And then she ends up becoming my first mod, and she'd never done it before, and she was concerned. And she's a fucking gangster. This lady knows how to mod. She's like born to do it. So, yes. Hey, Leroni Moss. Hooray. The fucking dogs. She said, ding dong, the bitches are dead. So happy about this. OG80 in the house. That's right. I'm in a celebrating mood. We've got a couple people on here. I'll look for another short article to run through, and then I'll probably wrap it up. Depending on how many people jump in, I don't like to cut it short when we start building people up. I may as well keep covering topics. Yes, I'm in my pajama top from last night. Yes, I'm lazy and I'm not doing shit. And yes, I feel good about it. Damn it. I have so many flags in here, and I went through my emails last night and started realizing how many things I actually had flagged that I still hadn't gotten to. Let's see. I might have already covered this, but we're going to take a look. Yep, we covered this one, so I can go ahead and clear that flag. You guys can help me clear some shit out of this bitch right here. I have been super, super swamped. Let's see what message we have here. This ought to be fun. I love when I screenshot messages. You guys ready for some screenshot messages? I screenshot messages I received from dog nuts, different friends of mine, and people all over the world via Facebook Messenger or YouTube comments before they get taken down. And I like to go ahead and just toss these up there. We've got this one from this stupid dickhole who says, imagine wanting so much attention to where you name your account dogs are garbage. We are technically creatures as well. Not all dogs are terrible, you idiot. I they can't spell, hate humans like you hating whole species and not just couple dog. These are my favorite. I love making fun of these people. And I said, I am not fond of humans like you. So quick to judge and point the finger. You don't even ask how or why I came to feel the way that I do. You let your emotions override your good sense toward your fellow man. I hope you find peace with yourself and the ability to exist with your own species and defend your own people rather than worrying so much about dogs. I also hope you don't experience the same problems I've had with them that led me to feel the way that I do today. We all know that made him very happy. Okay. Oh, that's one that I'm doing. So we can talk about this a little bit. I have been working on stories about dog shows, okay? And so I've been working on that, and here's some stuff that's not completely related. So what I'll do right now as I'm learning to do this is clear the flag. And we're going to, that hair in my mouth, damn. We're going to talk about this disgusting fucking show. This is an article from May 22nd of 2018. Show Dogs, it's a television show, to remove scenes after accusations that the movie was grooming children for sexual abuse. Well, so do dogs. So how funny is that? I hear a big truck, so if I go running off, I'm signing for my phone. I'm like on edge today. Show Dogs is making some edits after allegations that the kids' movie promoted a harmful message about sexual abuse. Responding to concerns raised by moviegoers and some specific organizations, Global Road Entertainment has decided to remove 2 scenes from the film Show Dogs that some have deemed it not appropriate for children. I think the whole movie is not appropriate for children, but they aren't asking me. The distribution company said in a statement to the Daily News on Wednesday, the company takes these matters very seriously and remains committed to providing quality entertainment for the intended audiences based on the film's rating. We apologize to anybody who feels the original version of Show Dogs sent an inappropriate message. The revised version of the film will be available for viewing nationwide starting the weekend. Show Dogs, starring Will Arnett, Ludacris, Natasha Lyonne, Jordan Sparks, Gabriel Iglesias, Alan Cumming, and Stanley Tucci, featured a minor plot about Max, a Rottweiler police dog who goes undercover at a dog show, learning to undergo an exam of his genitals by going to a Zen place. The National Center on Sexual Exploitation said the movie was grooming children for sexual abuse. The dog is rewarded with advancing to the final round of the show after passing this barrier. Disturbingly, these are similar tactics child abusers use when grooming children, telling them to pretend they are somewhere else or they'll get a reward for withstanding their discomfort. Children's movies must be held to a higher standard and must teach children bodily autonomy, the ability to say no, and safety, not confusing messages endorsing unwanted genital touching. Lauren's Kids, a nonprofit that aims to educate adults and children about sexual abuse prevention through in-school curricula, awareness campaigns, and speaking engagements around the country and the world, urged families to skip this movie. As parents, we know the influence that media has on children. So I wish they'd encourage people to skip the movie because it's full of fucking dogs, and I wish these actors wouldn't have hopped on board for this shit. And in this case, teaching kids that it's okay if someone touch your private parts because it's just, I said sharts, your private parts because it's just part of the show. And it's just silly fun. It's actually called grooming. So yeah, I appreciate them saying that because that's actually very true. Hey, Jared, the dog slayer, we have good news. The dogs that killed Jayden Henderson are dead. Gone. I have the needle. They're gone. Yay. It was a disgusting old movie about show dogs meant to further indoctrinate children into wanting to work with dogs and be around them because we all know they love to do that. Just nonstop with the indoctrination, all this bullshit. So let's go. Yeah, Holly Weird, exactly. Full of indoctrination, which Ban All Dogs came up with. Okay. Let's see. What else do I have here? Yes. So we'll go ahead and cover part of this topic. Yes, I agree. Shut up. Let's see. Is this the one? So this is the history of Victorian dog shows. You know, the dog shows began more than 150 years ago. Okay. They look at the magazine Dog Fancy. Okay. It was a fashionable Victorian phenomenon which attracted controversy then and now. Okay. First modern dog show was on the 28th and 29th of June, 1859 in Newcastle. It was an added attraction to the annual cattle show. Its country character was clear. Only setters and pointers, sporting breeds were shown, and the prizes were guns. Oh, what a day. Back in the day. It was a low-key start to what it would be. By the end of the century, a hugely popular pastime with dog owning fashionable among all classes of society and which had huge implications for canine breeding. The first show to include non-sporting breeds was held in Birmingham later on in 1859 and was such a success that a year later, the Birmingham Dog Show Society ran the first national dog show, for which there were 267 entries, with 60... Fuckers not listening to me. Oh, they're being assholes. I forgot about that. So I'll just wrap this up real quick with this article. 267 entries, 30 breeds, and judged in 42 classes. Okay? Pointers, dogs like that. But by the end of the 1860s, the National Dog Show is attracting over 700 dogs and 20,000 paying visitors. So as we see, this just continues on. It's just, one nightmarish dog show after another. And just, yes, they're dead for real now. Everyone, we are celebrating. We are very happy here, especially after the anger we were feeling the other day. And that was actually a typo. Someone had reported the story and put the date after the court date. So it appeared that 60-day injunction was granted after the court date, when in reality that was actually beforehand, and the dogs are fucking dead. I will be putting the article in the description. So let me take a gander real quick. We'll see what else I've got here that's worth a damn. I want to keep it kind of light. We were having a good time, enjoying ourselves, laughing, having a blast. Let's see. I have some comments here from Niggy Stalin. I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that, but whatever. Niggy Stalin's nuclear farts. And I'm just going to go ahead and read these comments. I thought they were worth bringing up, and we're going to keep this kind of lighthearted. Okay, so you guys. It is instinctive. Just because we domesticated dogs does not mean they do not pose a threat. Livestock was utilized for food. However, livestock are useful animals and are more than simply food. I love farm animals like horses, pigs, cows, goats, chickens. These animals never posed a threat to us because they don't need us to survive. Quite the contrary. I laugh at the hypocrisy of wild hogs being an invasive species, yet wild hog attacks are nowhere near as common as dog attacks. Hell, you can tame a wild hog. Pigs are very intelligent animals. We share a lot more in common with pigs than we do with dogs. Yet we abuse them, confine them to cages, cram factory farms, and torture these beautiful animals. I am not vegan, but what we do to these animals and all farm animals is heart-wrenching. The only place dogs have it rough is in China. I certainly do not agree with how those dogs are tortured. I can't stand by that. But I can stand to see anything suffer. I think the main issue is that we are having anthropomorphized dogs, and that we cannot appreciate them as dogs. We apply our own traits to them, and this is making them miserable. Dogs don't want to be hugged, cuddled, or made to wear costumes. They don't want to be forced to interact with our children. They can't appreciate the bond. They have their own that they deprive them of, and they do. That's very good points. That's why I want to share this. Instead of using the attention towards our own children, and dogs become the second parent. It is very bizarre, the result of social conditioning. Children should not be subjected to the possibility of being attacked simply because we want them to be friends with the family dog. The family dog also does not give a crap. They are only concerned with survival. They do what they need to do to survive. A lot of times we misinterpret their behavior as loyalty. And I said, you know what? I am going to share this with the group. Who cares how they kill it? Hey, I don't care either, but I understand what they're saying, And of all the dogs I've killed, I never made one suffer intentionally. Killed a lot of dogs. Never made them suffer intentionally. Not that I could give a goddamn either way. You know what? Maybe I take that back. Okay, I wouldn't say suffer intentionally, but I did enjoy killing a couple of them. About a hound hunting them, trespassing on farmers' land. Oh, yeah. Well, Beanie, one of the things that pushed me into being a full-on dog hater was all of my farm animals being slaughtered by dogs. I just couldn't get away from it. So, let's see. Nope. And then we're going to save the rest of this for the next live stream. Wait a minute. This might be something I meant to read. Ah, yes, I did mean to read this. Guys, this is from September 13th of 2021, so we got some new shit going on. Okay, I found it last night while I was dicking around on the phone and not sleeping. This is a good one. Ban them now. Beanie, your birthday's beautiful. All kinds of good things are happening. Vet calls for vicious dog breed to be outlawed after terrified neighbors needed an iron bar to beat off a savage 80-kilogram pony-sized dog who tore two women to the bone. Woman in 54 was attacked. Oh, no, they're listing. My God. So here's some of the highlights. Woman of 54 attacked at a home in Pheasant's Nest south of Sydney on Friday. Woman in her 20s is also attacked and driven to hospital with serious injuries. Neighbors were forced to beat off the beast with an iron pole before stabbing it. The attack comes just 2 months after a 5-week-old baby died in a dog attack. And now Sydney vet Sam Kovac, this guy, is begging for breed to be banned in Australia. I hope he gets there. And we need to support this guy. I'm going to look him up. A devastated Sydney vet is begging for a ban on killer dog breeds after 2 women were ripped apart by a giant American pit bull said to be the size of a miniature pony. And I do believe IHD might have covered this. There's so many dog attacks, hard to keep track of. Desperate neighbors beat the savage dog with an iron bar and stabbed it to stop the frenzied attack on its female owner, again, at a rural home south of Sydney. The dog's 54-year-old owner was found with severe bite wounds when ambulance crews arrived at her home in Pheasant's Nest in the MacArthur region on Friday morning. The powerful American Staffordshire Terrier, reported to weigh more than 80 kilograms, had viciously torn at her face in the horror mauling, said locals on Sunday. The woman's daughter and 2 neighbors rushed to help, but then the dog turned on them, savaging the second woman, ripping her flesh from the bone, and snapping at a man that tried to save them. Emergency services found the 2 seriously injured women at the home, while the man escaped with minor injuries. He was such a big dog, neighbor Rozelle told Daily Mail Australia. They shouldn't have had that dog at all. Local Anthony Dennis heard emergency sirens flocking to the scene before seeing the medical chopper touch down at the property. The worst attack was on the older woman who had facial injuries, and they airlifted her to a Sydney hospital. And in a caption, there's a picture of the vet, Sydney's vet, Dr. Sam Kovac, is begging for authorities to ban the breed before anyone else is killed and mauled. While they were trying to get the dog off the woman, someone was hitting the dog with a metal bar. It must have been a harrowing incident for everyone. He added, "My wife had walked past the property recently, and they were pretty excitable dogs. A lot of people have hunting dogs around here. I don't know if this dog's was, but any breed which is territorial and capable of inflicting serious injury on people shouldn't be in a family home." The attack on Friday comes just 2 months after a deadly attack on the Central Coast in July, when a 5-week-old baby was mauled to death by another pit bull. This man, Sam Kovac, looks like an intelligent dude. He's stressing that he doesn't want existing Staffordshire Terriers euthanized, but wants an immediate ban on selling, breeding, importing, or rehoming the breed. Look, he's trying to be rational. The woman's daughter and a neighbor had been rushed in to help the one. Now leading Sydney vet, Dr. Sam Kovac, 32, is begging for authorities to ban the breed. This latest attack is just history repeating itself, he told Daily Mail of Australia on Sunday. Most of the time, they won't be killers. Okay? I don't know, I felt like that was wrong. But when you're dealing with such a powerful breed that's been bred to fight and kill, when they really want to do this, nobody can do anything to fend them off. They shouldn't be allowed to be bred in this country. So you can tell, like, he's trying to get a serious message across, but he's also trying to, like, be careful of the dog nutters. Don't hurt anybody's feelings. He said he's been widely criticized for calling for a ban on the breed after speaking out following the July toddler tragedy, and the latest incident has strengthened his view. 90% of the time they're fine, he admitted, but in that small percentage, if they decide that they want to go after and kill a baby or a human, like this horrible case where they mauled them to the bone, no one can stop them. I just checked online, and there are literally hundreds of puppies for sale on Gumtree for AM staffs, and the rescue shelters are full of them too. A proportion of them are going to go to people who don't even know how to train them and look after this very exuberant and powerful breed and encourage some of their bad character traits without even realizing they're doing it. If they decide to do what they were bred for, and that's to guard and kill, the outcome can be disastrous. He owns a corgi, apparently, and he was speaking out, hoping for change, but his pleas fell on deaf ears. Nobody contacted me officially about it, but I really do think it would be good to have a national open conversation about these breeds. A heroic neighbor of the victims, who has chosen to remain anonymous, said she had just driven into her driveway Friday morning when she heard the calls for help and saw the woman being mauled by the dog in their front yard. She said she didn't believe her actions were heroic. Instead, she saw someone who was in danger and wanted to help. My neighbor's daughter was there trying to stab the dog with a knife. I tried to kick the dog off, but it was latched on her upper thigh. The bite was down to the bone. I could see the tendons. The neighbor reached for a hose and instead grabbed a knife, tried to cut the vicious dog's throat, but she felt it was the only way to stop the attack. The woman described the dog as being the size of a miniature pony and weighing between 80 and 100 kilograms. The use of the knife was enough for the neighbor to get the dog away from the 54-year-old victim and call out for help. A resident who was driving by the house saw what was happening and quickly dialed 000. The brave neighbor and injured daughter managed to drag the older victim to another side of the fence and lay her down, as she was worried the dog would soon come back and kill them. I grabbed all the towels off the line to tourniquet her leg. That wound on her leg, man, the wound on her neck, it was so bad. I thought, I don't want to stand here and watch her die. The neighbor said while the victim's daughter had suffered deep cuts on her leg, she was more worried for the mother. A female police officer later arrived on the scene, and the neighbor shouted, "Don't come in, there's a dog that is mental. Shoot it." The police officer grabbed her gun, walked around the back, but the dog never returned. An ambulance inspector arrived on the scene shortly afterward and treated the injuries. A woman was airlifted to the hospital. Counsel said in a statement the owner had given permission for the dog to be euthanized due to the extremity of the attack. So thank goodness. And that fucker's dead. So, bam. Yeah, do the like button. Hi, Tenzing Kittens. Yes, and happy birthday to Beanie. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, lots of. That's okay. Hey, and Australia did that. They actually, Laroni, they actually killed 15 dogs in the sake of COVID, and everyone lost their shit. And this was in a rural area where they were concerned about protecting the Aboriginal people, and they caught all kinds of shit for it. So there you go. So, anyways, guys, I'm going, yeah, they lost their shit. I'm going to let everybody go, and I'm going to get along my day, and you'll be seeing me now, probably tomorrow or the next day, as I continue to gather topic suggestions. Please feel free to send them over. Thank you to all the moderators. Thank you to all my friends. Thank you to everyone for supporting me. And I want to give a special thank you to Tarcisia as well. She helps me so much, and she actually makes real change out there. She's an amazing investigator. She does amazing work. She is tenacious, and she's got a heart of gold, and she makes my fucking day. Hey, Richard, nice to see you, and thank you to all of you, and I appreciate everyone so much from the bottom of my dog hating heart. I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, Beanie, she is so fucking smart, it's unreal, and it's just I'm humbled by her and her drive, and so appreciative of her, and I hope she knows. So Isabel, Beanie, happy birthday. Like we said, you have a wonderful day. We love you here. And to everybody, and to Gling, even though she isn't here, and to Tenzing Kittens, thank you, sweetie. You're the best. And to all of you, thank you so much. And I'll see you on the next video. Until then, fuck Fluffy. Aha.